Well, what's up, everybody? Guess who's late? Not me. I'm sitting here waiting for everybody. So we'll see what's going on here. Completely ridiculous. So hope you guys can hear me because I have no idea. Let's see. So Tyrone's laptop is loading apparently, and I'm sitting here hanging out because prime time is going to be late if you can make it at all. So let's see what we got here. Jets Patriots on Monday. I don't know if you guys can hear me, not hear me. Well, I guess you can. So that's good. Um, No, I wasn't late, man. I was sitting here waiting because usually it's hard to do this by myself. So I was waiting for Tyrone to log in, but apparently 8 o'clock Tyrone means like 8:05, 8:10, whatever else. What's up, Michael? What's up, Afram? You know, it's funny, Lauren. I was getting legend ready. I'm like, I'll just do me and him and probably be better. So, but this is how it works here at Let's Talk Jets. Never organized, never on time. It's just the shit we do, I guess. Jets Patriots on Sunday. Can't wait. What's up, Brian? Were you at all affected by last night's game? I found it interesting. I thought it was funny. I don't care. I mean, I'm not I live near Giant fans, man. So for me, it's like I'm glad when they lose. So that was good. Yeah, I'm definitely on IR. That's for sure. I'm doing all right, man. Definitely a setback. So not. Hopefully, better days are ahead. We got 2019 Jets. That's interesting. Let's see what's up. Sam, you're never going to co-host, man. Your days are done with me. Primetime's the only one that keeps you around. If it wasn't for him, you'd be gone already. What's up, Darren? Did I watch the video yesterday? Which video? The one that Romeo did, which is excellent. Romeo's awesome, man. We got he does a really good WWE show too. Primetime he's got a lot of stuff going on. He's running late. Tyrone's running late. Romeo is awesome, man. Absolutely awesome videos. That's just he did a really good. He did one of ours from last year too, which was really cool. He's very talented. I don't know how to do. I don't know shit about technology. Let's see what we got here. It's just I'm glad to hear, man. That's good. So hopefully Tyrone's texting me, so I guess he's logging in now. So that's good. Hope everybody's doing well. If you're going to the game on Sunday, we'll be in L6 tailgating. We'll be there 8:15, 8:30. L6. Tyrone's not in the IR. He's coming. He's just late. I guess he's fashionably late. He probably dressed all nice. I'm wearing Notre Dame stuff, so I'm definitely not dressed up for it tonight. Hope everybody had a good week. See what you guys think about this game on Sunday. A lot of hype. You know, I guess for the whole rookie, Mac Jones versus Zach Wilson. So, yeah, you're not kidding, Eric. Hope everything's well. And Jet fans should. The sad thing is the game's not sold out. That's the crazy thing. You know, you can go on Ticketmaster right now, and it's wild. You'd hope that's better, but I understand. I mean, tickets aren't cheap. There's the whole COVID thing still going on, so I completely get it. But it's just hopefully the crowd that is there is loud. The Patriot fans aren't all coming down like they usually do, because that would kind of suck. You know, I think they've won 10 in a row now. And a lot of times when they come down, their fans are all over the place. So, which sucks. But hopefully the times are changing. What else we got going on here? That's a good question, man. I mean, if you ask the Jets, they probably say a lot of times, maybe Rex Ryan's first home game. I don't know. That's a really good question. Maybe some of the runs with Todd Bowles, 2015. What's up, Jose? No, he's coming, man. We'll get this started. Initially, we said 8:30, then we said to 8 because it's trying to get, everybody to hang out. But that's a good question about the last time a Jet game was sold out. That's a really good one. 2019 with Gase? The Gase Bills game? No, I don't think that was. You got the UFC tomorrow. You got Bellator tomorrow. Got a lot of good fights tomorrow. You got the big one coming up in New York City, too, at the Madison Square Garden. Sorry to say it's 0-2 for the Jets. The secondary issues will rear their head. We'll get into it. MetLife is allowing full capacity. Every NFL stadium is, man. They all want to make as much money as possible, especially after losing all their tenants last year. What's up? Yeah, you can look packed, man. But if you watch the upper level, you'll see patches. Prime time is either running late or not going to make it, and Tyrone should be here momentarily. So It's 805, 80, was it 807 now? These guys, man. Unbelievable. Jets need to win Sunday to it can get it. Well, 0-2 is not ugly. And I mean, a lot of people keep saying that, but it depends on what your expectations are for, the season. I mean, if you're not worried about wins and losses, worried about development, 0-2 is not going to be the end of the world. Giant fans, it's the end of the world for sure. I'm excited, man. I'm excited to go to the stadium. The game is going to be interesting. I'm excited to be around Jet fans, just the tailgating, the crowd noise, being back at MetLife. I hate the place. Just being back, seeing live football, man. Like last week in Carolina was super cool, but it's nice to be home around all your own fans. Tyrone is the Blake Cashman. This is true. This is definitely true. Primetime bailed me out on Wednesday, so I can't give him a hard time because I couldn't make it. So we definitely appreciate you guys joining us. I'm trying to wait to do some kind of game stuff till Tyrone comes on because he's killing me right now. Yeah. No, Primetime's been cranking it out, though. I can't bother him too much. Yeah, Giant fans around me are miserable. I was on Instagram just harassing all kinds of people this morning, posting all like the back page of the papers were all brutal. Giant fans are an unruly bunch. Then you have Galladay yelling at either Jason Garrett or Daniel Jones. You have Kadarius Toney being pissed off about not playing time and not doing whatever else. They got all kinds of problems. How many losses in a row would it take for the team to start mailing it in? I don't think this team will, man. A lot of them are young and playing for contracts and playing for playing time. So now Tyrone just texted me laptop problems. All right, then. So what we're going to do is we'll just share the you guys can come on and talk to me then because I'm not going to do this by myself. It'd be boring. If anybody wants to come on and join me, I'll fire out the link. And we'll do it. We'll talk some Jets Patriots. Just, yeah. Cooking with Tyrone. Do that. He probably can cook, knowing him. Let's see. Lauren with some interesting comments. So if you guys want to join in, I shared the link. Just come on. We will talk about whatever you want. Most likely the game, though. I can do Legend as well. He's sitting right down there somewhere. So we'll see. We'll go here. Bunch of people coming on. And we'll start just talking Jets, Patriots, and just start with Jake. What's up, man?
What up, dude? How you doing?
Doing pretty good, man. Getting excited. I'm trying to like break down the game, trying to be realistic about things. You can't put too much stock into week one because a lot changes from week 1 to week 2. I'm not trying to like overanalyze things, but to me, it's just like some of the matchups in this game I think are terrible for the Jets.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not great. And hey, looks for once I'll be Mr. Positivity for a change. I will say at least in this point that the secondary I think can actually hold their own because if you think about the receiver wise,
Yep.
It's really just about trying to keep it's. What I worry about is how Belichick and them throwing under the middle. They're going to throw a lot of slants, and especially the guys they're going to do, especially back in the days when they had Gronk and Hernandez.
Yep,
exactly. I mean, that's exactly what I think they've wanted to utilize with this offense from the start, and I think that's the big reason why Mac Jones won this job is because you start to see how they're trying to emulate exactly like what Brady had with those two that year. You can see exactly that's what they want. I'm not too worried about guys like Jacoby Myers and
Nelson Aguilar.
I can't believe what a bust like N'Keal Harry was. It's surprised like everybody. I wanted him so badly in the draft, and I just cannot believe just like what a fall from grace for him. I thought he had a real chance to be good, but
yeah. See, I think like for me, the Patriots, their offense is gonna be very easy. They're gonna take Jonnu Smith and they're gonna have Hunter Henry. You're gonna feature both of them and James White out of the backfield because dude, our linebackers are all gonna be like, who are our linebackers? We don't know who the linebackers are. They're all hurt. So you got the one guy you signed. You signed him on Tuesday. So you sign him on Tuesday. He's going to play on Sunday, which is never good. It's going to be there. I think they're just going to light up our linebackers. Then who's the second safety next to May?
I mean, I guess Ashton is he off the IR yet, or he's still not? Yeah,
no, he's still out.
We're talking now probably maybe by week 6 or 7, he'll probably be maybe up to 4 minutes.
Yeah. So how do you cover the tight ends and how do you cover the running backs out of the backfield?
You're asking a tall order from Marcus May at that point, and I don't even know if he's even capable of doing it. I think, obviously, let's just be honest here. I mean, how much is his heart really in this right now? I think,
dude, he's playing for a contract, dude. He wants to have a great year so he can get the big money. If he doesn't get it here, hopefully he gets it somewhere else or he gets tagged again, which is still big money. I mean, I'm not worried about that. I'm just saying, just our personnel on defense due to injuries is just. And Josh McDaniels and Belichick, they're going to be picking it apart, looking, okay, listen, these guys can't cover these things. And if they do, it's going to take them at least a half to figure it out because they're going to be running around trying to figure it all out first.
I mean, I completely agree with you. The linebackers is everything because I'll never forget those, like I said, the years of Gronk and Hernandez where they were just shredding apart our linebackers.
James White too, man.
Oh yeah, I mean he's he's a solid foundation for their running back core regardless. I mean he's just he's kind of like a fine wine. He just gets better with age at this point. I don't see him really slowing down in any ways.
Nope.
It's just I mean I will say this at least like the New England running backs, like for the exception of James White, like Damian Harris and if like Ramondre Stevenson, it's always a rotation. So like you really never know like who's going to be the guy. So everyone says it's Damian Harris. Who the heck knows? It could be like him for like 5
We had 100 yards last week, didn't he?
He could also fumble the ball and get benched.
And gets benched. Yeah, that's true.
It's I mean,
It's
come
true.
on, like it is not a shocker for that to happen. And then Ramondre Stevenson comes in. I mean, that's how the system works. He doesn't like turnovers. And then if on the flip side, we go to the defense for a second. I mean, like I said on Tuesday night, I think their secondary if Tua had a chance to tear them up a little bit, I think without Stephon Gilmore, they're definitely vulnerable. J.C. Jackson, I think is.
But the question is though, what is our offensive line going to do?
That is the big question. And
because now it's like you have Fant, whether you believe him or not, you have Moses. Then it's like, will Vera Tucker hopefully play better this week? Will their communication be better? What will the play calling be if they can't run the ball?
I kind of said this I maybe said this to you, but I remember saying this to Prime Time over the summer is, I think this is the year where I think the tight ends are going to be utilized more for blocking than ever. I think you're going to start having to ask guys like Croft. You're going to have to ask guys like Griffin to really pick up the slack a little bit and start blocking. He was
terrible last week. Griffin was terrible, dude.
Yeah. No,
like the thing is, like if you're on this team and you can't block and we know you can't catch, why the fuck are you on the team? Like seriously, like you watch some of the shit they did last week. I'm like, you're here to be blocking. Like you're like we need protection as bad as ever, and you're just whiffing on blocks. What are you on the team for? Like I don't understand that at all.
And this is why Herndon got traded because if he couldn't catch balls, he really just could not do anything. He was just such a liability. And I think Croft at least gives them some protection. I think they're going to ask guys like Trayvon Wesco to help out also because
he's got to do something. Shit.
He has to. I mean, look, and I think they're going to have to try to find their so-called like George Kittle or whatever, like maybe next year if they want to get in free agency or maybe in the draft late picks because they'll have enough premium picks.
Yeah, but they have like the one thing is that everybody's like, oh, they're going to take away Corey Davis. That's fine. They still got Crowder. They still have Moore. They still have other receivers. Like it's not like this. Like the Jets offense is going to be hamstrung. Like, oh no, we have no Corey Davis. We can't function. The Jets have plenty of talent to function. Is protect Zach Wilson. Find ways to like move the pocket out, roll him out, do shit like. There's ways they can put up points on Sunday. It's just, I don't know. The offensive line just scares me, man.
No, it does. And like I said before, the fact that Morgan Moses lost the job to Fant, and whether it was for better run blocking or pass blocking, I understand Primetime's point with that. But, obviously that wasn't a good sign for me to see that because, how much of a formidable guy is he going to be in the starting offensive line? I don't know. But I think we all have to be appreciative in some way and say that having him on this roster and being able to put him in a pinch like we had with Mekhi Becton, it is definitely, I have to give JD credit a little bit of that. But like I said, this year, if the offensive line does not get it together, I mean, that's going to be a blemish on JD's resume because he told us he was going to come in here and get this offensive line together.
Well, the whole thing is, dude, it's not even that. If this offensive line significantly struggles all year long, and Wilson's getting the shit beat out of him, getting hurt, you can't run the offense, and he's not progressing because he's just running for his life, that's a failure. Like we were all willing to say, listen, it's a growing year and a proving year, but assuming that the kid can sit in a pocket and throw the football. If he's taking 5-6 sacks a week, I mean, it's gonna be interesting, man. Be really, really interesting.
Wait, so Tyson, where are your seats every year?
I'm 103.
Oh, not bad. How long have you had these for?
Oh no, I got rid of my season tickets, dude, like 4 years ago.
I thought you were season ticket holder.
Oh no, Primetime sits upstairs. I give up my seats, dude. I couldn't take it anymore. I was tired of paying for the preseason games, tired of paying for parking, because you basically lose $400 or $500 a year just because you don't want to go to preseason games because they suck, and then it's like you can't sell them. And when the team goes to shit, nobody wants to go to games, so you're just eating money left and right. So I gave up on it, man. I go and I've been sitting lower level, great seats, every game for the last however many years and having a blast.
Yeah, I mean, I had season tickets. I think it was like 307 or something like that. I
Yep,
had
that's
that
where
for
I was.
about
Yeah, I
two
was in
seasons.
305.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, they're great seats. I mean, I got them for
Yep.
like $700 for the year, but you
Yep.
know, that was like the early investment, assuming that like Sam Darnold was going to be like the guy, and then Adam Gase
Yep.
came, and it was just a. I think the last game I went to was the Ghost game. I remember. I think I
Oh.
left at the second quarter, and I was just like, I'm done. I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
So what's your prediction for Sunday? What's your score prediction?
Hate to say this. I think I'm going to go like 21-14 New England.
There you go.
Hate to
Jake,
say it.
thanks for joining me. I appreciate it.
Listen, I'll see you guys on Sunday. I'll try to stop by. I got the Truly Lemonades for you. All right.
Awesome. Let's do it.
All
See
right,
you
man.
later,
See
man.
you.
All right. So Tyrone, now the latest message is what was it? Laptop problems. So now I'm flying solo apparently. And now I'm just telling him I give up with him. So we'll just keep going the callers then. What the hell? Might as well. We will go to Afram. What's up, man?
Hello, how are you?
Doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. So before we begin, there's been a couple of guys on the chat who have been dying to get onto my wall of pictures. So as you could see, I got Nick and Darren who have been
There you go.
So I added them to the wall.
That's outstanding.
So if they
One big happy family.
That's it. So now they made it. Now they don't have to keep commenting about how they want to be on there. So welcome
That's
aboard.
So funny.
It won't last, but it'll be fine. So, the game.
Yes. Your level of optimism.
My level of optimism is if if the same offensive line shows up, it's another loss. The defense, I still think they'll play to give up small stuff. They want to try not to give up the big play.
Yeah, but aren't you concerned though, dude? Like I get that. Like I don't know the whole avoid explosive plays, but dude, you're down a safety, you're down 2 linebackers, you're down your best pass rusher, and everything else is just like, oh, thank you very much, Mike. We definitely appreciate that, man. It's very generous. But you know what I mean? Like it's like you know how Josh McDaniels is going to be like, let's attack the linebackers because we know they're either going to be completely inexperienced or not fast or whatever else, and then the Marcus Mays by himself back there.
You know, I'm going to go by what we saw last week. We didn't anticipate the secondary to play as well as they did. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt again this week and see what they can do. And, you know, I'm trying to be optimistic about this. You know, these guys are coming in playing only 3 practices. It's time for the coaching to put their money where their mouth is at this point.
So you need, to me, it's like if you want the Jets defense to hold up, you need enormous games from like Rankins, Quinn Williams, and CJ Mosley at the middle. They've got to just blow up the center of that line and just dominate, man. They have to. They have no choice.
The same way that Belichick is going to try to fool this rookie quarterback, they're going to have to do the same thing with Mac Jones.
Yep.
It's a game of chess. You know, this is another game. You know, you don't know what you're getting. It's too early in the season to know what you're getting. Yep. You know, I'm hoping that the crowd and you know inspires these guys to play real hard more than they have been playing. And
I think early on they will. I mean, the crowd's gonna be fired up from the first quarter to come out, the chance, and it's gonna be. But then it's like, don't come out, do 3 and out, and then give up a touchdown. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because right like then the wind gets sucked out of you. You're like, oh, here we go again. Like, you got to give the crowd that reason to kind of stay in it a little bit too. You know, because
they'll die easy.
But they're not even that. But everybody like even like all my friends text me, what do you think? I'm like, I in my back of my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna have a good time, I'm gonna enjoy it, but I don't expect to win. I want them to, but in my mind, I'm like, you know what? They're young, they're inexperienced, there's too many injuries, and it's still Belichick. They still has a good team over there.
I like to see what Wilson does against this defense. I mean, if I see some progression there, it's just going to make me feel more and more confident that this kid just can take it. I saw on Twitter that the sack exchange guy, he made a good point that either the sack on Daniel Jones yesterday was a 15-yarder, but yet that pummeling of the Panthers, and they didn't call shit.
Yep.
You know, and I'm surprised no one was yelling on the sideline about that.
Yeah,
how come there's no call?
We were yelling from our seats. We were going
Yeah.
crazy.
The guy landed right on top of him. You're supposed to just go to the side of him, but
But the problem with that is, though, if you watch, say, 10 NFL games all on the same Sunday, the play calling is so friggin' inconsistent. I mean, the penalty calling is so inconsistent. It never matches up, man. Like, when one guy calls a roughing a pass, the other one doesn't call it. It's like it's so inconsistent, man.
And unless they change the rule, or I'm not getting it right, isn't it a penalty to call your next week? I'll try to get you on Monday or Tuesday.
We'll do an audition.
If you call 2 timeouts in a row, isn't that a penalty?
Oh, I don't know. That I don't know.
I remember that at some time, if you call two timeouts in a row, it's a penalty or something to that effect. Unless I'm getting it wrong to that effect, but or was it if you try to call a timeout when you don't have any timeouts? But they would know that.
Yeah, yep.
But the refs would know that you can't. I don't know. So, but that game was weird.
So then on offense, are you worried about Fant playing left tackle?
No, because like I've been seeing, because they've been playing when Becton was out with concussion, Fant was playing left tackle with Vera Tucker before. Even though Fant said that it's a more difficult thing, but
he's covering his ass.
He's covering his ass, exactly.
Yep.
So
you can see right through that shit, man.
Yeah. So like, if you look at the line right now, they probably played more than any other 5 of that group.
Okay, so then that's the case. But are you concerned about the way Fant's going to play left tackle, even though he's been there? Are you worried about what level he can play at?
No, I think he's proven himself. I think he's a gamer. I think the key is for them, for LaFleur to make sure that Wilson gets that ball out real quick, and take away any type of blitzing scheme or any type of rush. Try to fool him. He's got a lot of weapons now. He'll have Crowder. He'll have Moore. Is Cole's back, right?
Back too, yep.
Cole's back. So there's a bunch of, and maybe we'll see Mims in the third quarter, something to that effect.
Well, so now that was my next question. What are the chances that Mims is inactive this weekend?
I haven't heard anything yet. So
but think about it. If Cole and Crowder are back, you already have Moore, Davis, and Berrios. That's 5.
Listen, they decided to keep 7, so I don't know if they're going to sit anyone.
Who like Jeff Smith?
So,
could you imagine if Denzel Mims is inactive on Sunday?
It wouldn't surprise me considering what's going on. But we wait to see, unless they bring in someone on the defensive end to fill that spot,
like a secondary help or something.
Secondary help. We don't even know who's starting. What safety's going with May.
Yep.
Well,
the guy last week was horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. With a red horrendous.
Yeah, but they threw him in when he's had one practice. You really can't blame him, because I'm sure he didn't know what was going on. He was just thrown into the lion's den. I don't know if he stinks or not. He just got caught in, put him in a position where he's not really sure. That's right. Why worry? Like Alfred E. Newman said, me worry? Why? So
what's your official score prediction?
If I'm gonna stick with I think they'll be 24-21, but I think it'll go Patriots. I don't think the Patriots are going to blow them out. As long as I see a competitive team, I'll be happy. I'll be ecstatic if we beat them. But it's going to come down to the front, the O line and the D line.
Yep.
We can get pressure. That'll keep the score down low. If we can let Zach throw, we have a good chance of winning.
I agree.
We just don't know what we're getting in the second game of the season. Let's be honest. We just don't know right now.
I'd be much more encouraged if half these guys weren't hurt. But I mean, the injuries on defense are just insane at this point, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, what goes back to my thing, they should have pushed for 3 extra players with the 17 games, the players union. Now, now you see why it comes into play. But that's why they're weak.
Even Afram's negative takes make me feel optimistic.
There you go. But
see that?
Listen, let's wait mid-season. Let's wait by the bye week and see what kind of team we have. Let's see how they gel and be together. It's hard to pick games when it's the second week. We got a whole brand new everything. Everything is brand new.
No, I agree.
As fans, we're passionate. We just want our team to win. and I've been watching since '78 and really hard since '81. But and you're always thinking that your team's going to win, but you got to sometimes. I guess I'm at the I'm at the age of just I have to be as much realistic as possible. But in my heart, I want them to win badly. Really is, So
I'm in the same boat. Listen, I want them to win more than anybody, but it's just like I know going into Sunday, I'm like, you know what? There's a decent chance this isn't going to happen. So it's like, Ephraim, have a good night, man. Thank you for joining me.
Do enjoy yourself on Sunday.
Absolutely.
I'll check to see where I can find you on the game. Maybe I'll put you up here too next.
We'll put Jose first, man, before Jose's
Absolutely.
gonna riot.
Yes, I just got to get a picture of him someplace.
Right. Have a good night, man.
Bye-bye.
All right. So that was Ephraim. Now I'll look at Tyrone's latest message, see what these are saying now. God knows what it says. Oh, and I give up with that. I don't have time for that. So we will go to Vinny. What's up, man?
What's going on, Tyson? Look at us right here.
Look at that. Let's talk Jets shirt.
I actually got a compliment that I worked
Notre
today.
Dame. How you doing, man?
All right. So going back to what I commented on the last video, I mean, what I truly believe with Denzel Mims, I just don't see this coaching staff favoring him. I just don't think they like him. And I mean, there's no explanation. There's no information coming out. I wouldn't be surprised if they just get rid of him at the trade deadline, even if it's for a late round pick just to unload him. Because, I mean, they didn't use him at all in the preseason until the last game. And then in week 1, you don't, put him on the field until
they didn't use him because he was sick. He was sick and he got hurt. He played in the one preseason game because he played well, then he got hurt.
But I just feel like that they're hiding him. And then Saleh says in the press conference, I need our guys to be at every position on the field at the same time. I don't know. With Crowder and Cole coming back, I think the writing is on the wall. I don't think you see him this week at all. I wouldn't be surprised.
You think he's inactive?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think so too.
And going into this game, I mean, you know what Bill Belichick loves to do is like when nobody prepares for a game like he does. And with that being said, if you're a fantasy owner of Corey Davis, you might as well sit him this week because he's not going to see any balls his way. I can guarantee that right now.
But see, the whole thing is, though, if we all know that, then LaFleur should have more prepared, Crowder prepared. Like it's like in years past, we only had one receiver in theory, if even that, like a Robbie Anderson. That was really it. We have like 3 or 4 receivers now we can use. So LaFleur should realize that and give Zach different reads. Okay, here, change it up. Michael Carter in the backfield. Like the Jets have options on offense, man. I'm not gonna give him a pass on that.
They do, but you know what, too? They got to change their whole strategy going into this game. You saw last week they couldn't run the ball for their lives. So you know what? I think you got to open up the passing game right from the get-go. Nobody believes they're going to win this week. So you know what? If you're going to lose, you might as well go ahead and lose down and just go out fighting. If you set up the pass or whatnot, it's going to open up the big play towards the end. You got to get I'm losing my train of thought here. You got to get Elijah Moore more involved. You got to get some balls his way.
He's got to catch the fucking ball.
Well, yeah, that would be a good place to start. And you know what? What happened to Ty Johnson? It felt like they were force-feeding Tevin Coleman for 3 quarters. I mean, if you see that the guy can't break through the line, put somebody else in. I felt like I wanted to scream. Yeah, no, it's like I think they probably had like reps allocated. Like we want to give Tevin Coleman 7 carries, this guy 5. Like they tried, but they weren't getting a lot of carries, especially in the first half. It was a mess. But my concern is that they're going to try to run the ball again on Sunday early on, and they're not going to get anywhere. The Patriots expect that. Like I kind of agree with you, dude. Like if I'm going to lose, I'd rather lose throwing the ball around and trying to be more aggressive than dying a slow death with it. Oh, 100%. And you know what I also wanted to say, and I know a lot of people were agreeing with me online on this. Is it just me, or when Becton came onto the game, I kind of feel like the line was doing a hell of a lot better. It leads me to believe the coaching staff knew that something was wrong with this guy, and they still threw him out there. Yeah, I mean, it was just he was struggling, man. He was struggling. I kept saying that. Like he wasn't playing well before. Then he unfortunately got hurt. He's gonna be out. I'm thinking at least 8 weeks. But now it's like, all right, let's see what Fant can do because they're all gonna get tested, man. Like, and hopefully Vera Tucker plays a lot better, man. He's got to play better. And I understand he didn't play the whole preseason, so I'm not being hard on him. Like when you say that about somebody, people get all sensitive, like, oh, you're being hard on them. No, but they got to play better, like because your quarterback's gonna get killed. Yeah, absolutely. You can't go out there and expect them to play 17 games and let them get sacked 6 times or more. I mean, I mean, you've watched the Jets as long as I am. Do you remember the Jets playing San Diego once upon a time, watching Greg McElroy get dropped 11 times? I was at that game, and it got to a point that the home fans, we were just laughing when he got sacked again.
So what are your thoughts now? I think the offense will have a chance on Sunday. I think they can do some things because they have a lot of talent. They do have like playmakers. But for me, the game is going to be lost. In my opinion, the game is going to be lost with the Jets on defense because everybody's hurt, dude. Like I just think the Patriots, the holes in our defense are obvious, and I think Josh McDaniels will expose all of them, especially with LaMarcus Joyner being out. Man, like you don't like it's just up the like
And
the
that's
outside
a killer.
on the. Yeah, it's like you
That's
have
and I
one
didn't realize
safety and one
until
linebacker.
I didn't realize until one of your last callers brought up that Ashton Davis is still a scratch. I mean, how ugly does that draft class look from that past year? I think
terrible.
the only healthy player is Bryce Hall. Everybody else is either injured, waived, or not on the team. I mean,
We're not playing well.
it doesn't
Mims.
look good at all. Oh, good. Well, Mims, we suck at picking receivers in the second round. You want me to bring up Devin Smith and Stephen Hill? I can go on
But
and
like
on and
so,
on.
on defense, I think the key for the defense is this defensive line. Like John Franklin Myers, everybody they have to play above their heads in this game because if they get past them to the second level of the defense, I don't know how the linebacker and safety is going to cover. I don't know how we cover tight ends. I don't know how we cover running backs. I don't know how to do it.
I mean, I'm not dismissing the New England Patriots. They still are who they are. But, with that being said, it's still Mac Jones, and he's a rookie quarterback. If you want to have any chance of hell of winning this game, you have to make him uncomfortable from the get-go. And if I'm Saleh, you got to tell our defensive coordinator we have to blitz like crazy from the first snap and just get him, like, completely uncomfortable. Make life complete hell.
Yeah, no, I agree. So what's your score prediction, man?
I'm going to be rooting like hell. I had an opportunity to go to this game. I had to turn down the tickets because of work, but it pains me saying this. I'm going Patriots 28-10.
Oof. Well, Vinny, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it, man.
Take care, Tyson.
Have a good night. Wearing the Let's Talk Jets shirt. Let's see what Vince got here. Vinny, let's see. The Pats are sloppy at home. 4 drops. Imagine how sloppy they'll play on the road. Yeah, listen, man. But also, I can understand that point of view. But also, coming off a loss, Belichick's going to be riding them pretty hard. They want to bounce back. They don't want to go 0-2. Not that anybody does, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll definitely see. There's a case getting made for anybody. We will go to Jets Unleashed. What's up, man?
Hey, man. How you been?
Doing good, man. How you doing?
Doing well, man. I'm this game, man. It's making me dredge because I know how Belichick and I know how he likes to play the defense, especially with rookie QBs, man.
Yep.
He's excellent against them. If I was the offensive coordinator, do short passes, get the ball away from Wilson as quickly as possible.
Like bubble screens and.
Well, if you have to make a pass, I will put a tight end next to Fant, double team, so that there's no way we can have the last game happen like that.
Yep.
And just try to move the ball. That's the key thing. We weren't able to do that until it was too late. We just need to move the ball on offense.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Jets are probably going to struggle to run the ball, which is going to make things interesting for LaFleur. But I think LaFleur took a little bit too long last week to adjust, but it's also his first game calling plays. So it's like we want to see all these things, and then we got to realize, listen, this is like their first game calling plays, his first game head coaching, and you got a rookie quarterback. So you got to be like I keep saying patience, that I'm not patient myself at times. So I agree with you, but for me, it's like that on defense is where I'm most fascinated because Saleh's going to have his hands full. Well, I understand Mac Jones is a rookie quarterback. They can be pretty clever with how they call plays.
Why? And like a couple of people have said, you gotta make Mac Jones uncomfortable. Do what Belichick does to us. And so you need to be sending blitzes. You need to confuse them as quickly as possible, and just go from there. I believe in our corners. I think our corners is able to hold. It's just with the tight ends, man. Maybe Mosley's gonna be able to handle one of them, but they have 2-3 sets of tight end that's gonna be a problem for us.
Legit and tight ends like Jonnu Smith, Hunter Henry. They have legit guys, not these are proven guys that have done some things in the NFL.
Well, and then just money back as well.
But you keep saying blitz somebody. Who would you blitz though? You blitzing corners? You blitzing safeties? Who you blitzing?
You blitz corners. Make it 60 Bs out there and just blitz a couple of them. Just that's one of the things of confusing the QBs. You have so many there and. Just confuse them and blitz some, bring some in, send May in a couple of them, just switch it and make it look hard for the QB to adjust and not make it a clean game for him,
Travis, I get what you're saying. Our defense isn't the issue, but right now it's like with all the injuries and stuff, there's definitely holes in the defense. Like if you had Joyner playing and you had one of the other linebackers playing, you wouldn't feel as bad. I just think there's just some of our weaknesses are gonna be the Patriots' strengths, in my opinion. Just a fan. I don't do film breakdowns and shit. So
Well,
I mean, we'll see though. I've been wrong many times before. That's for sure. So what do you think? What do you think how Jets come out? Did they come out passing or running the ball?
you have to come out plus, and you have to shock the Patriots because the Patriots probably going to try to expect us to win it because we are one foot a team. You got to punch them in the mouth, and you just got to pass it. If you can get like a 30 or 40 yard just off the bat, the game becomes.
Look who's joining us! Wait, look at this. We have a celebrity joining us. Fucking look at this. 40 minutes late.
Yo, what's going on, man?
What's up, Tyson?
Fuck, man.
Yo, listen, bro. I have no excuses, man. My laptop is trash.
And you come on wearing a Jets t-shirt to boot. You're breaking all our rules.
I had to go through my phone, man. So I'm here, baby. My apologies. Let's get it.
All right, so let's get his prediction first. So what's your prediction, man, for the game?
We're facing against a hard Patriots that we do not fold in. I would say 20-10 Patriots.
All right. Thanks for joining me, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. Go Jets.
Let's go.
Good night, bro.
All right, Tyrone. So I'll give you a quick recap of what we've been. Everybody's roasting the shit out of you for being late. So,
Yo.
But don't worry. I hold up here. I am just a fan, man. I'm not listening. I don't break down all 22 and break down all this film and do all that shit. I drink beer, watch football, watch the highlights, and that's it. Move on to the next game. So, well, Tyrone, here's my my quick take on this game. Love to see the Jets win, but I think the offense will have a chance to do some things. Hopefully, if the line holds up. My biggest concern is the defense, dude. I don't know how we slow them. Even though Mac Jones is a rookie quarterback, with all the injuries we have, I'm not really sure how you slow down the running backs, the tight ends. Like the wide receivers don't even really scare me. I think our secondary did okay, but guys out of backfield wheel routes convince me.
Nah, I can't. I mean, I think that the biggest problem we're going to have is definitely wheel routes. You know what I'm saying? We just saw that last week up close and personal. It's the one thing that we haven't been able to fix. It's the one thing that kills us. It's the one thing that keeps us going the same way. So I'm expecting Belichick. The one thing about Coach Belichick that he does and he's really good at is he exposes your weaknesses. We got exposed last week that we can't stop a wheel route or we can't stop a pass from back out the backfield. So I expect him to do a lot of that.
Keep doing it until we did. Yeah, we can prove we can stop it.
Absolutely. And like you said, I'm not concerned with the receivers as much. That's probably the biggest concern I have. And that's a major concern because at the end of the day, we haven't been able to stop that. So with us not being able to stop that, what can we do? We have to accept what he's going to do and he's going to give it to us. So
yeah, so like in a game like this, it's like you need to have your offense have sustained drives, your time of possession, do that, and then just try to just kind of give your defense a chance to rest. Because like when you sign a guy on Tuesday and he's starting on Sunday, it's never going to be good. It's never going to work out well. And then your starting safety is going to probably be on the team a week. So that's not good. So you need the offense to do something, man. But the question I have for you is, are you concerned about Fant starting? Which I don't think you are. No. And you're not, are you?
I mean, well, I'm going to say this, man. Like we watched Fant last week and we watched him get killed. I think he was the biggest problem on the line last week. And also, you know what I'm saying?
Dan Roten was terrible.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So I think Moses really secured out that the other side of the line. But like he said, Fan said himself, it's like, yo, you're moving me to a whole other side. It's like you're having a right, you know what I'm saying?
You know what that's called? It's called a built-in excuse, my friend.
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, you have to understand that, listen, he plays that position. So I want to take his word on it. We say it's going to be an adjustment for him to be able to adjust. He was getting killed on the right side. So what the hell's going to happen on the left side? Like that really concerns me. But that goes back to coaching. That's adjusting, putting somebody on that side. I mean, listen.
Put a tight end over there or something if you have to. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly, absolutely. But I'm gonna tell you what got me last week is it really killed me that the fact that we actually got killed on a line like that, and just watching the highlights and the breakdowns and stuff like that. Man, this kid took some big shots. And
Yep.
I think a lot of it was more or less non-communication. But when guys don't play together, or they don't practice together, or they don't get a chance, the first game is the first time that you have your starting unit together. You're gonna have those kind of mistakes. You're getting a coach that comes in that capitalizes on mistakes, and we
That's
can't have that.
Belichick.
Exactly.
But see,
So,
the thing is, though, and I completely agree with you, but I'm hoping, and I listen to Salah. I listen to all his press conferences. I like to listen to see what he says. And he broke it down to a T of like where the communication issues were, who was doing what wrong, what they got to work on. So I'm hoping that he's diligent. Like in the past, both Gase and Bowles would say, oh, well, here's all the shit we're doing wrong. And then we watch the same thing week in and week out. I'm hoping that this coaching staff is a lot different. When they say, listen, these communication issues we have to fix, because if not, we're not going to be competitive. Like I'm like last week was their first game, dude. So like I'll give you that. But this week, some of those, you can't have guys running in free every other down. I mean, they were coming in untouched.
well, the problem I see is it's not even about, what I'm saying. I mean, you can say you're going to fix it, but you have a coach that's coming in that disguises everything he does anyway.
Yep.
He'll have 9 guys on the line, and you don't know what the hell is going on. So that's already a problem in itself. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So, if it was any other coach coming in this week, man, I would kind of say, maybe they can fix it. But having a guy like Belichick who already knows we're having offensive line problems, plus we have a rookie out there, it could get ugly quick. I don't want to see Zach get hurt. Like I said, the kid shows straight heart. The kid
Yep.
is definitely a gamer. The kid makes some beautiful throws in the second half, and you got to protect him.
So would you come out passing?
I mean, at the end of the day, I don't, their weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a lot of weaknesses on that defense. They don't. So I think that you got to get the ball in his hand quicker. I think that he was holding on the ball, looking for
Get
that big
Elijah
shot.
Moore involved.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, exactly. But I think
Or
that, you know what I'm
Crowder.
saying? I think you do to them what they do to us. I think that you get your backs out the field. I think you get
We
your
don't have no
short
tight
passes.
ends.
No, I didn't say tight ends. I said backs. You know what I'm saying?
But they got two big tight ends, man. They're both those guys can light us up.
Yeah, but if you noticed last week, they didn't want to use the tight ends too much. They really were more or less, trying to just pound the ball down our throat. I think our run defense will be okay. I'm not really that is my least of concerns. But I know what he's going to do. They're going to do wheel routes. Why not? Why would you change something that ain't broke? You know what I'm saying? Why
Yep.
would
We
if
can't
you
defend them.
know exactly? We can't defend that. And I don't know why that is so difficult in getting those young guys in, those young outside linebackers that we brought in. Were those safeties that we made linebackers. I figured they will be able to fix that. But Sherwood being hurt, it just throws a whole nother monkey wrench in. Then you have a safety that we don't even know who our starting safety is going to be, and that's scary because I mean Redwine was getting. If you look back at that play where Robbie got that big pass, he was about 6 steps from Robbie. Robbie ran straight past him,
Yep.
and those kind of mistakes against Bill Belichick, they're costly. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we all hate the Patriots, but the one thing we know, they're a well-coached team. And they're going to come out. They're
Rookie
going to come out
quarterback or not. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to come out and execute. And their defense is my biggest concern. I think that I think we can move the ball on them. I think we can throw the ball on them. I think that but you have to give them time. I think you have to scheme guys open. And I was more shocked that guys wasn't schemed open. But if, like, you know what I'm saying, Tyson, you were sitting right beside me. So I think when the guys were at a faster pace, things went so much smoother. And I think they were slowing it down. Like I guess they're trying to slow it down to get him into a rhythm. But that wasn't the kind of thing that was.
He looked so much more comfortable, like fast paced, moving. He was firing the ball all over the place.
He did. And the running game, man, like we got to establish the running game in, like, I mean, it was if the one thing you told me we couldn't do last week is run the ball, I wouldn't have believed you. The one thing I thought we'd be able to do was move the football. To be able to run it in.
We were all calling for a shootout last week. Like the Jets offense is going to score some points. Elijah Moore this, everybody that. And now it's like, all right, offensive line couldn't block a water balloon. It was just like.
I'm going to give Elijah Moore a pass, man. And I'm going to say this because, that was his first game time experience. And that kid's a gamer too, man. That kid's the real deal. And I think that this week right here, we'll see a lot more from him. I think that, what I'm saying, that like I said, like you've been saying this, you were harping on this really, and you made a hell of a point with it. If that kid would have caught that ball,
game changed.
Because the score was zip, and to put us on a 20, 25-yard line, different ball game, different attitude from the team, different mindset. You know what I'm saying? That was a big thing. And if you look at it, man, I was just watching the cut-ups of it, bro. That was a beautiful fucking throw. And he hit him in the hands, Tyson.
Dude, they're showing in the stadium, dude. It was right
in the basket, bro. It was in the basket.
But see, the thing is, like, I think there's two guys on offense that have to step up big time this week. It's Vera Tucker and Moore. Both of them have to, dude. Have to.
And Conor McGovern, I mean, you know what I'm saying? He didn't play well last week either. You know, and what it was, I'm telling you what killed us last week is the stunts. Those stunts killed them. They were lost. They wasn't passing guys off. Like, you know what I'm saying? I watch, you know what I'm saying? I watch this guy run right past the center, but he didn't do shit because he's looking to help, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think that'll be fixed. But the Patriots, bro, that's what they do. That's all they do is stunt. And if they know you're having a problem blocking the stunt, what are they gonna do? Like Tyson, we watch guys run straight, untouched to the backfield, bro. Straight, untouched. I mean, so on fan side. So you know, that's a sign of concern, man. Definitely.
Yeah, like I'm fascinated to see how this all plays out. I think the fans will be crazy, the crowd will be all revved up. But like I was telling, I think it was Afam or somebody before, it was like, listen, I'm like, the crowd's gonna be amped up. You can't come out and go 3 and out and then give up points right there, because then it sucks the life out of the crowd, and then your home field advantage is taken right away. Because we're all going in the game, we're all fired up, we're all excited, but I think we're all cautiously understanding. Like, listen, like this, we're going into a tough spot here. Patriots coming off a loss, they want to win. They're very well coached. They have probably at this point more talent than we have. That's why they think the spread's like what 6.5 up to 7 or some shit by this point. Like that, you know what I mean? Like we're definitely underdogs. You don't come out flat. Don't come out slow. Come out aggressive, dude. Like I'd rather lose playing super aggressive than dying a slow death, just watching them maul the shit out of us. You know what I mean? Take your shot.
And also too, man, like, you know, I think also offensively, I mean, I think that we could confuse Matt Jones as well. I think that we could give him problems as well. Not as much as for getting the pass rush, just scheme wise. I just think throwing different looks at him.
That's what Salah's known for.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's definitely going to be a bigger part of what they plan on doing this week. Like, but we watched the game, and the one thing I will say, I mean, the defense didn't do that bad, bro. Like, the one thing I walked away with the defense is I was really concerned. The one thing I was concerned about was the cornerbacks. They actually played really well. And if you notice, when Jordan got hurt, that's where the biggest mismatches came up in. You know, Red Wine coming in, it just threw the whole thing off. But I think May played well. I think that I was a little shocked at that defensive line. I mean, when you had Foe in there and you had Shepard in there, those guys actually played better to me than Quentin Williams did. And we were wondering where the hell Quentin is at. You know what I'm saying? I think that he was out of the game so much.
Well, they said he's just breaking off the rust, and they're kind of like they're trying to get him back in slowly and shit. But I mean, you know, which is fine. But
the guys they had in there, man, don't get me wrong. Like I think they did really well. I think that, you know what I'm saying, they were really good against the run. I just think it was I expected more from my defensive line. I'll say that.
Yep. And we were sitting next to each other. I was like, we were watching like rankings of Quentin when they were in him. It's like, come on, man. Like, and then you just watch McCaffrey run all over the place.
We were dreaming about that, and then we watch, you know, and that's the thing about it. Like, you know what I'm saying, I was breaking it down to someone. I said, man, Sam didn't really kill us. I mean, I think the longest pass he threw, but the one to Robbie in the over the shoulder pass was a 10-yard pass. I mean, like 5-yard passes. He didn't go anything over 10 yards after that. So, but listen, that's what Patriots are going to do. Listen, the one thing that they're doing that we should be doing, get the ball out of his hands. The ball been sent for years. So if we go with that kind of approach, listen, man, what they do is they're solid on defense. They're not going to make a lot of mental errors. We can't make mental errors, but we have to be able to establish a run. And you know what the big ticket being out, that's the one thing that I think him and Avera Tucker really could have done is really block. And that's what got me with him too, man. He really did not look comfortable out there. At all. But I think when Moses came in, I actually think the line, if you notice, Thompson, the line really played a lot
solidified
better.
A little bit.
Yeah,
it was weird.
It did. It was. I mean, because we were sitting there wondering why Fant was starting anyway, bro. That blew my mind because I was like, yo, why is he? You know, that blew me. I did not see that one coming. So, but I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, it's a difficult uphill climb. You're going against probably a Hall of Fame coach that has proven the one thing he can do is disrupt the quarterback. And I'm not looking at his record against rookie quarterbacks because at the end of the day, he had Tom Brady. At the end of the day, you had one of the best quarterbacks to ever play this game on your side.
Yeah, you have two rookie quarterbaks. Anything can happen, man. Anybody can be rattled. Mac Jones can be rattled. Wilson can be rattled. We'll see what happens. So we're gonna bring on Motivational Jet. Maybe he's gonna motivate us to a win here. Tyrone. What's up, man?
What's good, Tyson?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, bro? Fellas. Good to see you guys again. I saw y'all last week in North Carolina. We bumped into each other.
Yeah, what's up, big dog? How you doing, family?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. the one thing I do gotta say is that, like, when you said the game changer with Elijah Moore, like not making that pass, like, you just said it. You have to give him a pass because it was his first game, and he's a rookie. You can't really just like throw him under the bus like that. You know what I'm saying?
He missed the whole preseason too.
That too. But you know what? Now that Crowder and Cole is going to be in the game, hopefully, that's going to give him more veteran leadership to go into the game, and they will let him know like where he screwed up at and where he needs to get better as well.
No, well, I mean, I think he. I don't. Go ahead, Tess. Go ahead.
No, I mean, I don't think he needs that. I mean, he needs to just focus and catch the football. I mean, I think once he catches his first one, he could probably take off. I think he's probably nervous as shit, probably amped up like all hell. Yeah. And it's his first NFL game, and he didn't take a preseason snap, man. So I mean, yeah, Tyrone. I think Crowder and Cole coming back is huge. And anything, they're playmakers.
And no, it's actually you're dead on. I don't think that was the problem, bro. I think the problem, man, the kid was nerves, man. Listen, you're in front of a crowd. You know what I'm saying? You know, NFL level, you playing against the best players in the world, whether you know what I'm saying we think so or not.
With a lot of hype around him.
Exactly, and I think he just was a little nervous. I think that he'll come out this week. I think Crowder coming back is big for us.
Yep.
I think that you know what I'm saying.
It is huge, absolutely huge.
You can go with Crowder and him on the field at the same time, and you know what I'm saying, and really be a mismatch. Like I said, man, I'm not as big on Cole coming back as because everyone else. I think he's still hurt, so I think he'll be a game time decision from what I've been reading so far. And I would love to have him back. And but the Crowder coming back is a really big move for us.
But Tyrone, you have to look at it this way. Even though Cole is not going to be 100%, it takes the pressure off the other receivers for Crowder and Davis to do their thing.
Or you can go four. We can go 4 wide too.
Yeah. What if he's not? You know what I'm saying? What if before the game, he's a game time scratch because his knee's not ready. I don't want listen. He's
then Denzel Mims comes out of witness protection.
I mean, that always would be helpful. But I don't. I would rather receive a caution with him. I don't want to lose him for the season. You know what I'm saying? Like if he's not ready to go, we don't play him.
See, what you don't realize, man, is Tyrone's he's a big teddy bear, man. He's very caring and considerate. He's very worrisome.
Man,
he looks big and burly, but he's a very.
I don't want my quarterback. Yeah, listen, man. Y'all realize, man, what we had the last couple of years for receivers, man. I do not want my quarterback not having nobody to throw the fucking ball to. That's just very important. I mean, I think I'm comfortable with Barrios being in there. I'm comfortable with Crowder being in there, but I don't want to lose a receiver for the season. Can you imagine a guy like Davis going down, bro? What kind of setback that would be for our young quarterback? And exactly. I think Mims, man. And the thing about him, like I think we found out last week is like he doesn't know what he's doing. And that was a big catch that he had. He's a big physical guy. I think he'll come on. But you got to remember he missed time as well too. So I think he'll catch on as the season progresses. But
I really hope so, to be honest with you, because the dude's got talent.
He does, bro. He does.
I mean, listen, dude. I mean, if you need a playmaker and the guy's got size and speed, if you can't find a role for him on game day, even in like a small role if need be. I mean, some of these excuses are just getting at it. I mean, I get the whole how the route tree is so difficult. And there's a lot of reads, but dude, you can find plays for people, man. It's not like this kid's like, you know what I mean? And then what do you have position coaches for? What do you have a coordinator for? What do you have coaches for?
But big dog, I think what happens is a lot of these kids come from these spread offenses. All they do is run go routes. All they do is run post routes. That's all they know. So
then give him a go route, dude.
But listen, but a coach like Belichick is going to know that, bro. Like you know what I'm saying. So like he's not the kind of guy that's going to beat you with speed. He's kind of like Davis almost. He's going to just like out muscle you. You know what I'm saying? Like when the kid gets the ball in his hand, he's an actual weapon. So a 5-yard post. And I'm gonna be real. I hate those screen passes, bro. That shit. I hate those things, bro. Like
I'm glad that you said that, Tyrone, because speaking of screen passes, like that's something that we need to work on. Like we need to design some screen passes play because Tevin Coleman
does it.
But bro. But I don't like the one to the receivers where they're out there by themselves. Because you know what I'm saying? Like
I like the bubble screens.
Yeah, exactly. I don't like the ones where the receivers out there by himself and got a bigger guy miss. This shit is a recipe for disaster for me. Davis got away with it because he's a big physical guy, but I don't know. I just don't care for that shit, bro. I just don't like it at all. It scares the hell out of me. So
I also wish LaFleur could design some wildcat plays because Davis could throw the ball for one play.
Well, what's also what I think the coach has to do, and we saw this. We were really on coaches. We were really like frustrated with him the first half. Like, bro, we were like,
you could say that I must have punched my chair like 5 times.
Tyson was 6 beers in, bro. So he was already on the tear. But nah, man. What it was is like, yo, he didn't adjust. And then when he did adjust in the second half, in the up tempo, man, the shit was flowing. Like, okay, like, you know, and I'm gonna be real with you. Like, this is what people need to understand. Carolina was not that fucking good. Carolina was not that good at all. Like the beast we're gonna face this week is a real test, bro. This is a real team coming in there, man. I mean, listen,
especially with the line, especially with Hightower and Van Noy.
Exactly. Listen, now Van Noy, Van Noy's out there.
Damn, I forgot about Matthew Judon.
Yeah. Van Noy is out there. Judon is the problem. He's the problem. I mean, because you know what he does. But when you have a team, listen, we were a 2-14 team. That's what Carolina beat. Like we expected more, we wanted more, we need more, but that's what the fuck we are. We're a 2-14 team for last year, and that's what happens. That's what Carolina beat. You know what I'm saying? Now, as the season goes along, we should see more, but that's what it is, man. So expect what it is.
So what's your score prediction, man?
If I have to pick a score prediction now, I would say 31-24 at most.
Winning or losing?
Winning.
There you go. Jets are winning this game, huh?
I have confidence, Tyson. No matter how bad the team is, I always.
That's why it's motivational Jet. That's why it's his name.
What you smoking on, man? You got that good over. You get that loud, don't you? You get that pack, don't you? I know you do.
You can say that. Hey, man, I'm just optimistic about my team, especially being a fan for 20+ years.
Hey, bro,
I respect that.
I'm optimistic too, bro. I've been a fan for 40+ years, and they fucking killing me. But okay.
Thanks, Joyce, man. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Tyson.
No problem.
Take care, Tyrone.
It was cool. It was cool meeting him down in Charlotte.
Yeah, man, it was cool. Yo, was he behind us, bro? I meant to ask him. Was he sitting behind us?
I think so. We got us too outside. We got a picture after the game. I think it was too.
Yo,
there was all kinds of people, man.
Yo, was he the cat up there by when you took that shot at and that shot that also stopped us right there? That was him.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, man, so many people walked up to us, bro. Can we get a picture, bro? It was like, like it was crazy. So,
dude, it was the wildest thing. I was walking to the beer line, right? The person's like, Tyson. I'm like, what the fuck? This guy? Then you look around, I'm like, dude, it's not you, it's not prime time. I'm like, who the hell could it be? Guy's like, bro, we gotta take a picture. I'm like, who the hell are you? It was funny as shit, man. Dude, it was funny, man.
Oh, like when we were taking our picture in front of the railing, the 2 kids walked there like, yo, can we get a picture? Like, yo, come on, man. That was cool, bro. Like I said, it was funny. So it was beautiful, man. Like it was really, like that night when I first got there, even though I was late. Like, yo, just really? Like the amount of love that everybody showed, man, was like absolutely, real talk, man. And
wait till you come to a Jet game up in MetLife.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. Listen.
What's the autograph table?
And one last thing I got to say, too, man. Big up to my man, Trevor, up in Canada, man. Congratulations on your new job, bro. Proud of you, man. I got you, baby. Let's go.
No, it's awesome. He's doing great. So we will bring on dude, I'm not a celebrity at all, dude. I just walk around.
Hey, listen. I met a real celebrity, man. I met Fireman Ed, bro. Like,
that's right.
Like I was like a schoolgirl, bro, out there, bro. I was just hugging him, man. I didn't want to let him go, bro. Yo, that was, and then
I was like, can I get a picture? Can I get another picture? Can I get another picture?
Yo, listen, man. When he was like, Tyson was like, yo, Fireman Ed is waiting on you, bro. He's not leaving till you get here, bro. Like, yeah, I was like,
what the hell, man?
That's my guy, man. Like, cause I talked to him, man, but to meet him in person and to be a part of him doing the Jet chant, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Like, yo.
All right, so now we will bring on Mr. Jose.
Jose.
And you guys call me a celebrity.
You are a celebrity.
Yeah, you are a celebrity, man. You building, baby.
Not like you guys, nobody.
We're out, dude. We're getting. You're taking all our subscribers away from us, man. Yeah, man. Your channel's taking off.
How you guys doing?
Doing good, bro. How you doing, bro?
I'm good.
How was your birthday, man?
It was all right.
How many butt nigga strippers you had over there, man?
Unfortunately, none.
All right, this birthday we got to change it up, man. I got you, man. Don't worry about it.
All right, Jose, tell us how the Jets are going to win this game.
Would you like me to tell you a fairy tale?
I already know. Here it comes.
Oh shit!
I I laid off the Kool-Aid I was on last week. It's now back to reality.
Back to reality. Now it's back to doom and gloom Jet style, right?
Yeah. At least for this week. Bill Belichick against the rookie quarterback.
Yeah, what about Coach Saleh against a rookie quarterback? How about that? Right?
Yeah, true.
There you go. See now.
True.
I mean,
but how come Crenshaw's not your name tonight? Everybody's upset.
I know. I'll put it back for Tuesday.
Come on, man. This is some amateur hour shit here.
It was a long name. It was a long. All right. I apologize.
That's all right. I mean, I'm just trying to keep your fans happy, man. You got a big following here. I'm making sure that you keep them up,
I do.
So Jose,
thanks to you guys.
Is there any way we can win this game, Jose?
Yes, there is. Yeah.
He can't even say it with a straight face, man.
He caught us both off. He caught us both off guard.
Gosh. Pressure the quarterback.
Yeah, that'll always help.
Get turnovers.
There you go.
Work with a small field.
There you go.
And then maybe we can squeak out with
and pray
a win.
So what's your score prediction, Jose?
Do you want my realistic or optimistic?
Give us both.
Realistic 27-17. Patriots optimistic 23-20 Jets.
There you go.
Okay, all right, big
and
dog.
what about your Seahawks?
It's gonna be wet. It's gonna be rainy. We might not play till
it's always wet and rainy.
No, but the game actually might be delayed for hours because of thunderstorms and shit. So, my Seahawks, I say 31-27 in a shootout.
There you go. Jose, thanks for joining us, man. We appreciate it.
Good night, bro.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
Love you.
Jose's YouTube channel's taking off, man. He's like, this guy's a celebrity too.
Hey, man, Jose cool as shit, bro.
So it's everybody's doing. Yeah, let's talk Jose. He always brings his A game, man. The best thing is he keeps everything real, man. He's like, last week I was positive, this week back to reality.
Back to reality, man. Look, best one line tonight right there, boy. Yeah. He said, "Y'all was drinking the Kool-Aid, and we was too, Jose, because I really thought that, yo."
Dude, I was all in last week. I definitely thought Jets had a good chance of winning that game.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so Tyrone, we'll do both sides of the football, then our predictions. So your prediction for how the Jets offense will do versus the Patriot defense.
I don't think that will, bro. I think that if we block for our quarterback, we can run the ball a little bit. I think we have some success. I think the Patriots do have holes. I think it really comes down to offensive coordinator being able to get guys in position to be able to move the ball downfield. I think that if we can keep him without getting pressure and without him making not holding the ball as long, and take the shots when they're there. I think that if we do that.
Okay. What happened?
Can you hear me?
I hear you fine.
Okay. So also I think that if we don't find a way to do that, we're gonna lose. I think that if we don't come out and move the football or run the football or block for our quarterback, it's gonna be a long day. And it's gonna
all
be
right.
really
So now the other side of the ball, our defense against their offense.
I think we have a little bit of a chance there. I think that he's a rookie quarterback as well. I think it's gonna be different looks. I think that
Do what?
I do think we have a chance. I think we'll be able to stop their running game. I think the tight ends might be a problem. No, I think actually we match up better with the tight ends than we do their running backs at the backfield. I just think that what I'm saying
Who are you putting on their tight ends?
My man out of Florida State, Hassan Dean, whatever his name is.
Dean.
Yeah, I like that kid a lot, man. Kid's a beast. I think CJ will be able to handle. Listen, McCaffrey's the best running back in the league, bro, hands down. So I'm going to give him that, man.
But James White's shifty as hell too, man.
Yeah, but James White, you know what I'm saying? He's been in the league for a while. He's not as fast as he used to be. I think that's somebody Mosley can actually can hang with. I mean, McCaffrey's he is the best running back in the fucking league. So that problem right there, I think we have a chance, man. I don't think that we're going to be able to stop them. It's like this: if we keep our defense off the field, and we'll give guys a chance. If we don't, you know what I'm saying? But they're not just going to come in there and just manhandle us and run the ball in our throat. They're not going to do that at all. And Matt Jones, like I said, he's a rookie and he hasn't been tested yet. So, something different might get at him.
All right. So we'll get everybody's score predictions here. So if you have a score prediction in the chat, fire it away. Tyrone, week 2, Jets Patriots, MetLife Stadium, home opener, 80 degrees and sunny. Fans are fired up. Fireman's going to have the place going nuts. Elijah Moore is going to break out. Veer Tucker's going to play better. What is your score prediction?
21-17 Patriots.
All right. I could deal with that. Is it going to be a game in the fourth quarter, or was the game going to be?
No, it's going to come down to the wire. I think that I think it's definitely coming down to the wire. I think it's going to be a handful of plays, and we don't make simple mistakes, and we can stay. We definitely keep the game close. I think that it's the beginning for us. It's the start. You can't go, 1, 2, 3 punt, 1, 2, 3 punt. We cannot do that against a team like that because we might be able to stop them for a while. They're going to find a way to expose our weaknesses. I think that we have a really good coach, and I think our offense coordinator has to find a way to get our young quarterback some time and attack their weaknesses. Wow, 34-10, damn.
Yeah, I'm kind of there's some people picking victory too. I have more confidence in our offense than our defense. So another Jet win here. I think it's going to be like 28-20, 28-17 Patriots. And I think the Jets will be competitive. I think they'll fight. I think it'll be a game in the third quarter. I think they'll be scratching a claw, but I just think they're just they don't have enough talent, dude. They're just the injuries. Like if they had Carl Lawson, dude, I guess probably my same theme every fucking week. But if they have Carl Lawson, if they had Jared Davis, they have some of these guys here. And to me, the LaMarcus Joyner thing is going to be a big hole for them. Man. I just think it is. I was probably higher on him than most people were. I like having 2 veteran safeties back there, and I thought he's a pretty good player. We saw him blitz in the preseason. We saw him blitz in practice. The guy was good off the edge. Because what everybody keeps saying in here is just like, well, just blitz. Okay, well, who exactly you're going to blitz? Like you want to blitz? You want to blitz your corners? Blitzing is good if you get to the quarterback. Yep. If you don't get to the quarterback, who's covering that hole you just created by blitzing him? You know what I'm saying? Like you want to send that corner? Okay, then who's taking that corner's place in coverage? So
I think last week we tried that and that didn't work. So
yeah, so we will win. Our wide receivers are stacked. I mean, that's fine. If they can get the ball. I mean, it's offensive line. So listen, and just I got attacked today because I predicted a Patriots win. I got the whole "you're not a real fan" kind of thing. And the weird thing is, dude, like I'm being a real fan. Like I can't be a homer. Like, dude, I gotta tell you, if we had a couple more players on defense, I could say, the Jets can win this game.
Yeah, absolutely.
But being completely honest, looking at it as some fan that doesn't study fucking tape for 30 hours a day, this is the kind of way I feel. And but comes to just like last week, dude, we had concerns last week about McCaffrey and Brian Burns and everybody else. But the minute that whistle blew, we were all like, let's go Jets. Let's win this game.
Man,
you know what I mean?
Hey, listen, man, I love to be wrong. I love to come on here next week and y'all say, Tyrone, you off or you were wrong. That's the kind of fucking wrong and waffling I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I want us to win. In every aspect, I want us to win. You know what I'm saying? But just, and maybe if I pick us to lose, maybe secretly we'll win. So maybe that should be the new thing. But,
so, Jomo, I can answer this question. Who scares me on the Pats? I'm telling you right now, both the tight ends and the running backs coming out of the backfield. I think they're going to attack our linebackers and our safeties. I know that the receivers aren't that great. I understand that. And, James White. And then what concerns me the most is their defense, how they attack our offensive line, and how they try to confuse Zach Wilson. I'm not going to discount Belichick and his coaching staff. Like, I'll never do that. Like we know better at this point. Like let's not act like we've accomplished anything. It's a very inexperienced Jets team versus a more veteran Patriots team with a rookie quarterback. It's a significant difference. You know what I mean? Like their offense and defense are already in place. They're changing some parts. We're installing everything. It's just two rookie quarterbacks, but in two entirely different situations, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the way I look at it. But again, I've been wrong a million times before, and when I am, you guys call me out on it, and that's fine. Don't skip my Sunday run. Well, I gotta be up at like 6:30 in the morning to go meet people up in Rutherford. I got an hour ride to the stadium, hour and 15-minute ride to the stadium. So I'll be running in darkness if that was the case. Tight ends will get 15 catches. The coaching concerns me. I mean, there's still Belichick and the Patriots, man.
Yep.
So what we'll do is we will thank everybody for joining us. Primetime has got all kinds of shit going on. So, and then we'll probably post videos after the game. I'm not sure if we'll do a Sunday night stream or not. Depends how the day goes.
You know how you do. Hey,
and then we have
probably me and Primetime doing the stream. Just want to put that out there. Go ahead.
You guys can do it if you want. It'd be great. I'll watch. I'll be in the chat causing chaos. And if nothing on Sunday, we'll have videos up, and then we'll be back Monday and Tuesday. So, Tyrone, good seeing you. We'll talk to you guys all.
Enjoy the game. You don't want to bug the shit out you while y'all tailgating, man. Enjoy the game, bro.
Well, Primetime, you posting videos.
We know that.
See you guys later.
Just up, baby.